like early 2000s, they were making horror movies that were like so clean and polished, and then you get one like Rob Zombie or something that did it kind of used the same film as like Texas Chainsaw, and it was just grittier.
It's so
like,
much. It's so better.
Ah, that feels like home. That feels like a horror movie rather than.
It's like listening to a record instead of an MP3.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like that's the way it should be. It should always be that. Like it hides just enough of the prosthetics.
I love records.
Nope,
by the way, MP3 is low quality audio.
Yeah.
What it is it's a compression file. So what it does is I think your typical digital CD is sampled at 44
kilohertz.
Yeah, but how many bits is it?
48.
64?
I don't think it's 64.
80.
32. 32. 32.
Only
32 bits. Yeah, no, that's all because
kilohertz.
The human audible range is between something like, I'm gonna butcher this. I don't even know anymore, but it's
don't embarrass
like
yourself.
400. It's like
dillabots.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, it's 400.
Like if I sing like this.
400 diddlies to 22,000 diddlies. No, but anyway, I think what it was is something like 600 hertz to 22,000 hertz is the audible range. So the sampling rate of CD far exceeds the human's hearing ability of differentiation, like between tones. So like,
how much is a terabyte?
A shitload.
Yeah.
You have because you said you have a terabyte of just gay porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. A shitload of gay porn.
Yeah,
the vanilla stuff I have way less of, so don't get any of your, don't get your hopes up.
He's got like a floppy disk.
Yeah. I'm just getting to the bottom of things. Doesn't mean anything. I haven't decided. Anyways.
But anyway, so when the Sony PlayStation came out, one of the things they advertised it as, and it's still true, is that it has maximum capabilities for like audio, like maximum audio capabilities. Basically, we maxed out the human's ability to hear audio at around the Sony PlayStation.
No shit.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah. I mean, like for processing, for like listening, we maxed
so we need to upgrade our own tympanic membranes.
Just to enjoy music like a little bit more.
Yeah. I do it.
No, I mean, honestly, I love records, but because of the dynamic range that is available within CDs, it's pretty primo.
It's pretty good?
Primo. Well, primo. I do like I've been recording.
But aren't CDs MP3s?
No, those are WAV files.
Oh,
yeah.
You can put an MP3 on a CD.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And nowadays,
MP3, like as I went on my tangent and then got lost, MP3 is a compression file. So it's like a lot less data within this file, but it has shittier sound. Like that's when you hear like a big.
So do GP3s have the same as MP3s?
GP3?
That's the gay ones.
Oh.
I have a lot of those. I have a terabyte of GP3s.
I thought I was gonna go down there. I thought I was gonna get some.
I'll go down there.
So you know how you can.
No, I have something valid.
I'll
to
go
ask
down
them.
there.
So what really grinds my gears is I heard like Barnes and Noble when they sell records and stuff, or like records you can find at that it's burnt MP3 files.
More than it's more than likely
retarded.
That's so horrible. Like Guitar Center, if you go to Guitar Center, you see all the records there.
Yeah.
What I heard is they're burnt off MP3s.
No, what it is more than likely is it's that they're remastered digitally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Same thing, right?
No, it's not as collectible, but it does have a higher sound quality than the old records. But if you want a lo-fi like sound quality record, best way to go about it is to get an old one, and unfortunately it does cost more typically, depending on which pressing you get.
I have a random question about record players. Have you ever heard, has anybody ever heard it play or seen the one like a Volkswagen bus you put on your record and it just drives around and plays?
No.
I have seen
I've seen it. Yeah.
Never
seen like a record player in your car?
No. It's just
like a little Hot Wheels. Picture like a
around.
Hot Wheels VW bus. And you put the record doesn't spin; it just lays flat.
Yeah, you put it on.
And then the car. So if this is the record.
Oh, and it plays the record.
Yeah, and the car has a speaker on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way.
That would have.
That's a cute way of fucking up your record. Probably.
Well, it's the same as an analog. singing across it because the needle's on like a little.
It's
like
probably
spring or whatever.
Like the wheels are probably pretty non-harsh.
That's what I'm saying. The wheels are going to be on
They're
it.
probably rubber, so it probably wouldn't damage it much.
I don't like
Maybe
it.
they clean it while it goes.
My issue with this is so there's such thing as a rotary speaker, which is like the the song Planet Caravan by Black Sabbath, like his voice in it, how it sounds so watery.
Roto vibe is like the
a roto vibe, like a rotary speaker, which. Think about a speaker spinning around, how like a speaker would sound. Like I almost think that like the thing going around the record would sound like it's like what kind of fucking song would be playing? It's like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a funny song to sing. Like thinking about it, it's like bad kids, all my friends are bad kids. It's like a rotary speaker. I think it would sound like shit.
The speaker's getting closer and further away.
Like it's almost like a mini Doppler.
The Doppler shift,
But also with the direction of the speaker, like it's probably an omnidirectional speaker, but that's probably only so good with something that small.
No, for sure. I was just wondering if anybody.
No. I've just spoken holes in that piece. I'm just poking holes.
I mean, I don't know. It would be a good, here you go records. If it was like $40 for somebody's birthday or something. But I was like,
they're expensive. I saw.
So I could buy a record from
they're
Barnes and Noble,
like
and
$100
it's fine.
It's more likely not.
Yeah, they're just remastering the master.
Never mind.
So if you have a master copy, so when you record it, like etches it onto a plate of metal, and then that presses the record or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just taking that master and like polishing up, some of the kinks, so to speak.
Wait. Oh.
Like if you were to take the master,
GP3s.
when you said like digitally remastered.
Well, remastering, what it is you take the highest quality recording of something you have, and you take the album from beginning to end, and you equalize it through compressor limiters, which are they kind of how compressors work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Compress.
Like you need one to fill up your tires.
Well, anyway, to put it lightly, when you say it's been
sort of like just get it in there kind of thing.
To put it lightly, when you say something has been remastered, it's been taken and just literally they refigure the dynamic range of all the sound. And dynamic range is like from the highest point to the lowest point.
Yeah.
How much room there is in frequency. So like a lot of songs with a lot of dynamic range are classic rock songs where like you can crank it on your like stereo and it still isn't that loud. Yeah. Because it has a lot of dynamic range. There's a lot of room in that.
Didn't they start?
Song. No. But like songs now, what they do is they compress it, and so like what it is,
but they'll compress the vocals and stuff too to make the whole thing louder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So what it is you like have your sound wave going like this, and here's your gate. This is how much sound is pumping through to the speaker.
Yeah.
Compressor takes that gate and narrows it down, scrunches it, and so suddenly you're only getting these frequencies within that gate, so it sounds louder. It's a much more full-bodied sound.
It's like downshifting.
And you lose dynamic range. So from your highest point to your lowest point, you've lost that gap. You've just like suddenly filled that whole entire gap with sound.
Didn't they also...
wall of sound.
Well, the wall of sound used to go on that. It was pre-compression.
That was Stax Records, right?
That was what's his name? The crazy guy who killed somebody with
Phil Spector?
Yeah, Phil Spector, the wall of sound guy. He
I admire him.
The way he built the wall of sound was by using lots of reverb and elongated instruments. Like the Righteous Brothers were one of his things. So think of like Unchained Melody, a lot of reverb, a lot of violin, a lot of elongated vocals. It fills the whole entire bandwidth with sound.
Okay.
So that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I love the Righteous Brothers.
They're pretty cool. Much cooler than Phil Spector.
Yeah, they're pretty righteous.
Phil Spector's
It's not righteous.
I do.
Did he really kill all those people? What happened to him? Is he in jail?
Well, he held the Ramones at gunpoint.
Yeah, he was crazy. Yeah,
he did.
Felt too much.
He recorded. I can't remember what song it was with them, but he held them at gunpoint.
A song or nothing?
In the studio because they threatened.
He was like a Martin Short character for real.
Huh?
Needles and pins.
I'll find out. Okay. Keep on going. I'll find out.
Okay.
Phil Spector did a Ramones album.
Produced a song, but
yeah, ended quickly.
I didn't know he held him at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Probably DD pissed him
He did
off.
that to a lot of people.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, didn't he had his bodyguard kill somebody or something?
Yeah, he was pretty.
Or like he did the whole Manson.
He's a tyrannical.
So listen to me, or my hair will grow bigger. And all right, shit.
I want to be Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
All right, coffee time.
Coffee.